As of May 31st of 2026, there are currently 44 volcanoes which are actively erupting around the planet, a total which is the same number as were erupting last week. One of these erupting volcanoes is Nicaragua's Masaya Volcano, which long ago was searched by conquistadors who incorrectly thought that gold lay buried within its active lava lake. While they of course did not find any gold there, it is a reminder that this volcano has maintained an active lava lake for much of the last 500 years at a minimum. While its current eruption is almost completely effusive, the presence of a caldera indicates that thousands of years ago, Masaya produced far more powerful and explosive eruptions. And now, here are this week's major volcano-related news stories. In Papua New Guinea, the major eruption of the submarine Teton Ridge volcano is still ongoing and has produced such extensive pumice rafts that in one location they were measured to be a continuous mass 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles wide. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, the Bulusan volcano produced 2 strong earthquake swarms this month, marking a pattern of increased activity since March 22nd. And in Russia, 2 strong eruptions occurred at the Sheveluch volcano, which were so energetic that they blasted out a new 150-meter or 492-foot wide crater. The eruptions in question occurred on May 20th and May 24th, 2026, resulting in the generation of 32,000-foot or 9,754-meter high eruption plumes, which were sustained. Large amounts of ash are transpired upwards in these plumes, much of which then fell to the south on the snow-covered landscape, creating a green trail easily visible from satellite. These 2 eruptions were at least an order of magnitude more explosive than Sheveluch's typical regular eruptions and could best be described as volcanian in nature. They occurred when a growing secondary lava dome segment in the northeast of its active crater blocked the vent, causing pressure and volatiles to build up. This continued until the vent cleared, releasing pyroclastic flows and forming a brand new explosion crater where the small lava dome segment once was. Heading far south to Papua New Guinea, the major submarine eruption of the Teton Ridge volcano entered its 23rd day. Eruptive activity from its 2 vents is still ongoing, but has definitely decreased from an earlier peak, although some shorter-term ups and downs are also occurring. During the last week, some of the many floating pumice rafts the volcano continued to produce joined together to form a ribbon of uninterrupted material that was as much as 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles wide. These rafts need to be avoided, in my opinion, by ships, and based purely on low-resolution satellite imagery, in my opinion, now seem to exist within at least this 50,100 square kilometer region. This eruption, in my opinion, could very well continue for another few days to weeks, but to me it seems to be more than halfway through its eruption. And in the Philippines, the Bulusan volcano this month produced 2 additional earthquake swarms, specifically on May 10th and May 20th. The earthquake storm on May 20th involved 252 quakes, marking the strongest seismicity the volcano has experienced since its alert level was raised from 0 to 1 on March 22, 2026. Some of these earthquakes were located at depths of less than 5 kilometers, possibly signaling a slow buildup of pressure in the volcano. Since June 2025, the northern slope of the volcano has been inflating, with the upper western slope following the same pattern since January 2026. Heated hydrothermal fluids or possibly even gases may be building up underneath the volcano, and thus these earthquake storms indicate, in my opinion, an increased potential for phreatic eruptions to occur. However, seismicity has decreased since the May 20th swarm. Bulusan still has an active 4-kilometer exclusion zone in all directions around its summit, and an additional 2-kilometer vigilance within an extended danger zone on its southeast sector. And now, here's a quick list of all the world's volcanoes which are currently erupting. Additionally, here are some volcanoes showing signs of unrest which are not erupting as of the recording of this video on May 30th of 2026. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube for supporting my work.